Sippers, I'm Renee.
I'm Martia.
And I'm Demetrius.
And we are Sip and Unwind, a true crime podcast. Hey, Sippers. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
We back for another episode. How are you guys doing?
Hey, ladies. Hey, Sippers. I'm great. How are you?
Right. Doing good.
I'm tired, but I'm good.
Uh-oh. Why are you so tired?
I'm just old. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Relatable.
Yeah.
You can have your days where you just I'm just tired.
I know, I'm just tired.
Right. Yeah,
and then,
relatable.
Getting on to the next thing is our drink. So because I'm tired is, not because I'm tired, but I've been drinking.
Oh, you already been sipping.
I've been sipping.
That drink been hitting or whatever.
But you might make fun of, you guys might make fun of it, the sippers out there, because, we're kind of known for always joking about the alcohol content. This drink is dedicated to the last episode of, I'm not sure if you guys look at Real Housewives of Atlanta, but the last episode.
I do. I'm committed.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the last episode, Sonia, she did a little party and she had some of that Stella Rosa wine. You can get it from like Walmart, Target, Kroger. Right. So the thing about it was she did a party and she had a whole bunch of them back there as her drinks. I was like, yes, that's those drinks, but they're cheap, but they're good. And it was funny because Kenya was like, oh no, not a twist top.
What? That's funny.
So I said, that's going to be our drink for the week. Because I have some.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with a twist top.
Girl, I stay with a twist top. Makes it easier. I mean, I have some that you have the corks too and all that.
Right.
But I like my little twist top, but it's only 5.5%, alcohol content. So it's a little lightweight, but I don't drink that much. But yeah, so I'm a little giggly off of it. So apologies ahead of time. And I know, Martia can drink it and she'll be fine. Demetrius too.
But did you just tell the people, the sippers, that you don't drink that much?
Who?
Did you just say that a minute ago?
I don't drink that much. Not that often.
Oh, okay.
Not anymore. Not this week. No.
Since yesterday? Oh, okay. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
But I've been a lightweight, so this kind of hitting. So if you guys don't know about it, I'll put it on our Instagram or Facebook page so you guys can see a picture of it. But I'm sure you've seen it before if you don't already have it in your refrigerator right now. But it's it does you good, and I can drink a whole bottle, which I guess that's not a good thing because you can drink the whole bottle and still be all right. I mean,
but you don't drink that much.
Okay. Yeah. Don't drink that much. But anyway. So now let's get to this true crime of the week. So this episode will be, just an episode of kind of like updates of what's been going on or cases that we've already discussed before. So we'll be updating you on the Murdaugh case, which a lot of people have been talking about and it's been in the news lately. And oh my gosh, I still think it's so much more that they haven't uncovered yet. So we're going to do an update on that. And then also on the, it's the Nia Haqq and Michael Muchioki case. Yeah, so it's been a while, so we'll do a quick recap of each one of these cases. First up, I'm going to follow up from the case we did in season 1, episode number 25. So if you guys want to go back or listen to that one in full, you can, but I'll just give you a little background of the Murdaugh case or the Murdaugh family and what's been going on. So the Murdaughs are a prominent legal family in a low country region of South Carolina. From 1920 to 2006, 3 members of the Murdaugh family consecutively served as solicitor. They was in charge of prosecuting all criminal cases in the state's 14th Circuit District, which was made up of about 5 counties, leading locals to call the district Murdaugh Country, where the justice system was viewed as rigged and local attorneys would move to settle cases rather than to go to trial. So because of the family's decades-long control of the office of solicitor, it gave them enormous judicial and political power for almost a century. Okay, so we're going to go to February 26, 2018. 57-year-old Gloria Satterfield, Alex and Maggie Murdaugh's nanny/housekeeper, she died at the Murdaugh family home. The day the nanny/housekeeper died, the coroner's office was never notified of her death, and there was no autopsy performed. Her death certificate stated her cause of death as natural. So Gloria's family filed a personal injury lawsuit against the Murdaugh family. According to the lawsuit, court documents, she died as a result, and this is quote, as a result of injuries sustained in a trip and fall accident at the Murdaugh family home. A judge approved a $4.3 million settlement in 2019. Nearly $1.5 million of that was set aside in attorney's fees. And then the order was said to pay $2.76 million was supposed to go to her family, which they've never received. A year later, on February 24th, 2019, 20-year-old son Paul Murdaugh and his 5 friends went out on a 17-foot boat. The boat struck a bridge piling at a high rate of speed in Archers Creek around 2:20 a.m. Unfortunately, one of Paul's friends, 19-year-old Mallory Beach, lost her life in that crash. The 5 remaining boaters appeared to be grossly intoxicated at the scene. Shortly afterwards, Paul Murdaugh, the son, was indicted by the Beaufort County grand jury in 1 count of boating under the influence causing death and 2 counts of boating under the influence causing great bodily injury. All of these were felonies. He was not given a field sobriety test, nor was he taken to jail for booking, or he was not even handcuffed. So it tells you what kind of power that his family had in that county. So while he was awaiting trial, Paul was able to continue, living his privileged life and attended the University of South Carolina. So fast forward another year. And this is all the Murdaugh family and what's been going on. Last year in 2021, sometime before June 7th of 2021, his wife Maggie made arrangements for a forensic accountant to review the family finances. So that's where more trouble comes, because when you want to look at the family finances, you kind of probably say divorce is looming around the corner when you have so many properties and so many different accounts everywhere. You want to kind of get your ducks in a row. So on June 7, 2021, Alex, the father, Alex Murdaugh, claimed he discovered the bodies of his 22-year-old son, Paul, and 52-year-old wife, Maggie, near the dog kennels at the family hunting lodge in Islandton, South Carolina.
Wow.
Both have been shot multiple times and with different weapons. Alex, who called 911 around 10 p.m., said that he had been with his terminally ill father, Randolph III, and mother, who had dementia at the time of the killings. According to People magazine, Maggie Murdaugh met a divorce lawyer 6 weeks prior to her death. Maggie Murdaugh was looking into her family finances in order to determine her and her husband's marital assets. I want you guys to listen to a snippet of the 911 call that Alex placed after allegedly discovering the bodies of his wife and son.
Ooh,
so Here we go right here. Listen.
Hampton County 911, where's your emergency?
This is Alex Murdaugh at 4147 Moselle Road. I need the police to ambulance immediately. My wife and child are shot badly.
Okay, you said 4147 Moselle Road in Allison?
Sir?
You said 4147 Moselle Road in Allison?
Yes, sir. 4147 Moselle Road.
Stay on the line with me, okay? Yes, sir. Stay on the line with me, okay?
Collier County Communications.
Carlton, I have an Alex Murdaugh on the line, caller from 4147 Moselle Road. He's advising that his wife and child was shot.
Okay, and sir, give me the address again.
It's 4147 Moselle Road. I've been up to it now. It's bad.
Okay. Okay, and are they breathing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you said it's your wife and your son?
My wife and my son.
Are they in a vehicle?
No, ma'am. They're on the ground out at my kennels.
Okay, and did you see anyone? Okay, is he breathing at all?
No.
Is she? Okay, do you see anything? Do you see anyone in the area?
No, ma'am.
What color is your house on the outside? What color is your house on the outside?
It's white. You can't see it from the road.
Okay, is it a house or a mobile home?
It's a house.
Okay, and what is your name?
My name is Alex Murdaugh.
Okay, and did you hear anything, or did you come home and find them?
No, man, I've been gone. I just came back.
Okay. And was anyone else supposed to be at your house?
No, ma'am. Please hurry.
We're getting somebody out there to you. Okay. What is her name?
Maggie and Paul.
Maggie is her name?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And please hurry.
We're getting somebody out there to you. Me asking you these questions don't slow them down, okay? And you sure they're not breathing? Is he moving at all, your son? I know you said that she was shot, but what about your son?
Nobody. They're not. Neither one of them's moving.
What is your telephone number? And does anything look out of place?
Ma'am, I not particularly, really, no, ma'am.
Okay.
Are they close, ma'am?
Yeah, they've been en route with you ever since you've got on the phone with me. I have multiple people coming out there to you. Okay. I don't want you to touch them at all, okay? I don't know if you've already touched them, but I don't want you to touch them just in case they can get any kind of evidence, okay?
I'd already touched them trying to get to see if they were breathing.
Okay. Well, I just don't want you to move anything just in case they can get any kind of evidence, okay?
Oh. Ma'am, I'm going to call. I need to call some of my family.
Okay. Well, do me a favor for me. Whenever you see the officer or the medics, because they're all coming to you.
Absolutely.
Okay. But we have them come in, turn on the flashes on your vehicle so they can see you, okay? You got the flashers on for me?
I do.
Okay. All right. Just whenever you see them.
Okay.
How old is your son?
22.
Okay. All right. We're getting them out there to you, okay?
And I will answer if you call.
All right.
So did you guys hear how he sounded like as if, like he had nothing to do with it and he was just so shocked?
Oh,
yeah,
that's
just terrible.
Crazy.
Yeah.
horrible.
That's so heartless.
It is. They said one was shot with a shotgun and the other was with an assault rifle. Alex Murdaugh was a suspect from the beginning, but this wasn't disclosed by the authorities to him or anybody else. They just, had that in the back of their, I guess in their file or something, that he was a suspect, but they didn't let that be known. For many months, no suspects were formally charged in this case. On June 25th, 2021, 2 weeks after the murder, Alex Murdaugh and his surviving son, Buster, announced a $100,000 reward, leading to the arrest and conviction of a person or persons who killed Maggie and Paul. The reward expired at the end of September.
You got to be some kind of ballsy to put up a reward
I know.
to find the murder of some people that you killed, the murderer.
But the thing is, that you don't have to pay it out. Because if you're the one,
Exactly.
Right.
Wow.
It just makes it sound.
Yeah, that he allegedly killed. Yeah, that's crazy.
It just sounds good that you're actually, that you actually care and you're
right
doing something. On September 4th, 2021, Alex was shot in the head while changing a tire on a rural road. He claimed that a truck slowed down, shot him, and then drove away. The injury was superficial, and he was released from the hospital soon after. The shooting occurred one day after he was forced to resign from the law firm that he was part of. So listen to this snippet of the 911 call placed after he was shot in the head.
Hampton County 911 was an emergency. On Salcahatchee Road.
Okay, what's the address on Salcahatchee Road?
I'm by the church.
What church? What church are you talking about?
I don't know the name of it with the red roof.
Okay, what end of Saucahawk Road? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
At the Hampton County side.
Okay, what's going on?
I got a flat tire, and I stopped, and somebody stopped to help me. And when I turned my back, they tried to shoot me.
Oh, okay. Were you shot?
Yes, but I mean, I'm okay.
You shot where? Where were you shot at?
Huh?
Did they actually shoot you or they tried to shoot you?
They shot me, but...
Okay, you need EMS?
Well, I mean, yes, I can't drive.
Okay.
I'm seeing and I'm bleeding a lot.
Where part of your body?
I'm not sure. Somewhere on my head.
Your head?
Somewhere on my head. Somebody just stopped for me, ma'am. For 911.
Okay. Still?
Hey.
Okay, let me speak to him, see if he can tell me exactly where you are.
Where are we talking at you, brother? Right here by the church. That church? Okay. Red roof. Yeah, hurry, please.
Okay, about 2 miles from the pedestrian road there.
Okay, and what's your name? I'm still here. I'm still on the line with you. What's your name?
Alex Murdaugh.
Alex Murdaugh?
Yes, ma'am.
And you see you were driving, you got a flat tire, somebody stopped to help you and they shot you?
Well, they pulled over, yes, ma'am, like they were going to help me.
Okay, stay on the line with me. We're going to get some.
I'm bleeding pretty bad.
Okay. Stay on.
St. John's Missionary Church.
St. John's Missionary Church?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And can you give me a description of the person that shot you or shot at you?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, it was a white fella. I'd say
a white male.
A fair amount younger than me. Really, really short hair. You have an ambulance coming, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stay on the line. I got them on the way.
You think one of y'all can drive me to the hospital? Yes, sir. You want to get the truck, though, because I got a baby and needs to go in the back. One of y'all could get in this car and drive me? Yes, sir. I can. They're going to drive me to the hospital. Ma'am? Ma'am?
I'm still here, sir. They're on the way. Don't hang up.
On September 15th, authorities announced that Alex's former client, Curtis Edward Smith, who had also been Alex's source for his oxycodone addiction, had been arrested for having conspired with Alex to kill him in the roadside shooting so that his remaining son, Buster, would receive a $10 million insurance payout. So that was quickly squashed that, he got shot in the head by some assailant and, trying to kill him. It was all a setup. And he just wanted his friend to shoot him so that his son would get the money. But he probably got scared since it was just a superficial wound. Sippers, here's the update of everything now. So here's our update. So I'll just give you a background of all, we have so far of the Murdaughs. Sippers, here's the update that we have for you guys. In the months following the 2021 shooting death of his wife, Maggie, and son, Paul, Alex Murdaugh has been repeatedly struck with financial crime indictments, drug charges, and civil suits as he sits in jail on a $7 million bond. Now the Colton County grand jury has charged Alex Murdaugh with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime in the deaths of his wife and son. So I knew when I heard it, I just felt that he did it. It just didn't sound right. It just didn't make sense that someone else would just come on the property and kill his wife and son for nothing.
But with two different weapons. Well,
right. So
that
it
can
just
happen if it's multiple people.
it just didn't. Like it was just so random. Like, and then why all of a sudden, right after she, got that forensic account, it like she was going to file for divorce, and she turned up murdered. They now formally charged the husband with 2 counts of murder of his son and wife. My question is, I just wonder if he really meant to kill his son, or was his son there and he just didn't know that he was there, and had to die too, since he saw his father there when he killed.
That's what I was wondering too. Like, why you take your son out?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, like, or unless there was something else going on where that was part of the plan, and there's no telling me, because it looks like Alex did a whole lot of other stuff.
Feel like the son
I wouldn't put it past him.
I just feel like the son may have known a lot more information than he was supposed to know.
It was something.
And he was like, you got to go.
Yeah. That's right. Sad. But yeah, so thank goodness that they did charge him with it, because I just believe that he did it. So we'll see when he goes to court, whenever that is. And of course, we'll give an update on that. On July 12, 2022, Alex Murdaugh was officially disbarred from the practice of law in the state of South Carolina by order of the state Supreme Court. At least, he's in jail, so it's not like he can practice law anyway. I guess it kind of didn't matter. But late July of this year, investigators announced that they will exhume Gloria Satterfield's body. That was the housekeeper / nanny. They're going to exhume her body. So remember back then, her death was ruled as an accidental slip and fall, but now authorities have reopened the investigation.
Good, because I never believed that she was not murdered.
Right.
It was just a matter of who did it and covered it up.
Right.
Who did it and why?
Yeah, so I guess they're going to, get that underway now and see what they can find now, since it's been a couple of years since she did pass away. South Carolina Law Enforcement Division spokesperson Renee Wunderlich announced that Satterfield's family agreed to the exhumation. So we'll keep an eye on this case, and when it has a trial, there'll be so many twists and turns, I'm sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if more charges were brought up against him before he goes to trial. We will keep you guys posted on the latest from Alex Murdaugh and his lives. And I'll say lives, because he clearly had a couple of lives going on at the same time, of his, drugs and stealing money and everything else he had going on. And there's no telling how many other kind of crimes he committed, being, in law and in charge of so many counties and all that. You can just cover up so much stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we'll keep you guys posted when this heads to trial, but we don't have a date on that yet.
And they need to review his cases. Like, his character is just so questionable. They need to review all his cases that he ever, represented.
Right. I wonder how many, since he was doing it for so long, how many cases there are, and
probably too many for them to do that. But I'm just saying, like,
but they still
in jail that don't even belong.
Yeah. So that's the end of the Murdaugh update. So next, we're going to do a follow up from another case in season 1, episode number 16. And the name is Nia Haqq and Mike Muchioki. And this is from a tip from one of our sippers, actually, ladies. One of our sippers commented on the episode that we posted, and gave me a little bit of tea. And I was like, what? It just sounded so crazy to me. And I was just like, I just thought it was like maybe spam or something. But then I looked it up, and it's not. Let me get into this. So let me give you guys a little background of this, or a recap of what happened. So it was spring break 2010, where 19-year-old college student Latonia Bellamy is back home in Jersey City. So she was very close with her cousin, Shaquan Bellamy. And the night of April 3rd, Latonia and her cousin went out partying with their other friend, 19-year-old Darmelia Lawrence. So Latonia wanted to do something daring, something she hasn't done before. That night, Latonia wanted to shoot a gun. She said she never shot a gun before, so that's something that she wanted to do. On that same night in New Brunswick, New Jersey, 25-year-old Nia Haqq and 27-year-old Michael Muchioki were celebrating at their engagement party at Delta's, a soul food restaurant. Then they went to a larger gathering at Pearl. It was a nightclub / lounge type of place. So the two planned on being married in April of 2011. Mike Muchioki attended the New Jersey Institute of Technology and worked as a software engineer in Jersey City. Nia graduated from the College of New Jersey. She worked as an associate producer for an affiliate of Nickelodeon in New York. So after the party was over, they pulled up to their home at around 3 a.m. on the morning of April 4th, 2010, Easter Sunday. During this time, Latonia, her cousin Shaquan, and friend Darmelia were roaming the streets looking for some trouble to get into. So the three bandits saw the engaged couple pull up in their car, and that's when they decided to rob the couple. So first, Shaquan approached them and demanded they get on the ground face down. Then he let his cousin Latonia know that this was where she can get her taste of shooting a gun. Shaquan first shot Mike in the head with the shotgun, leaving Nia there to witness in horror. Latonia stepped up with her cousin and friend egging her on and shot Nia in the head with a pistol. After they were deceased, they then robbed Nia and Mike of any items they had on them, their cell phones, money, credit cards, including the engagement ring. The three suspects were soon arrested and tried separately. The friend Darmelia Lawrence pled guilty to armed robbery and was sentenced to 20 years. Shaquan Bellamy was convicted of double homicide and sentenced to life in prison. Latonia Bellamy was convicted of 2 counts of felony murder and carjacking. She was sentenced to life plus 30 years and had a non-parole period of 93 years. So basically, she'll be in there forever. Her and her cousin.
Wow, she's in there for life. Why didn't
Can you imagine you coming home for spring break from college,
right?
And like you want to just shoot people? Like that's your thing of fun.
I can't even wrap my mind around it. No, that's crazy.
Right. She was 19 at the time. Like who?
Your whole life is over.
Right.
Like it's over.
Mm-hmm. So currently, Latonia is incarcerated at the Edna Mann Correctional Facility for Women. Her earliest parole eligibility date is set for January 13th, 2104. So I'm not sure if she'll be able to make that date, but you know. And then Shaquan Bellamy is currently in the New Jersey State Penitentiary. His earliest parole eligibility date is September 23rd, 2154. So it's safe to say he definitely will not make that one either. Yeah. And Darmelia Lawrence is currently incarcerated at the EMCF, which is Edna Mann Correctional Facility for Women, as well. And her earliest parole eligibility and max release date is April 8th, 2027. So it looks like she'll be able to get out, you know, pending that she'll make it to 2027. But the other two most likely won't ever get out of prison. And I just want to say that there is a Love Mike Nia Foundation that they did create after their passing, and they do great things for the community. Yearly, they award scholarships and money to students of New Jersey Institute of Technology and the College of New Jersey. And these are schools that Mike and Nia went to. And I did look up on it, and I don't know if there's still a foundation anymore. The last I saw of any activity was 2019, and they do it every year on the day of when they were murdered, April 4th. And so the last event that they had was April 4th, 2019. And then April 4th, 2020 was COVID. So that's what I'm thinking when everything was shut down. So I didn't see anything past that. So I don't know if it's still, so I don't know if they continued it on after or not, but I haven't seen anything. I looked on Facebook and, you know, Twitter and stuff, and I didn't see any more activity from that, unfortunately. Man. So, yeah. So now this brings me to the update. And it's about Latonia Bellamy. So this was the girl who came home from spring break and wanted to shoot, and she's not eligible for parole until, what I say, 2104. Yeah. So she was 19 then when she went to jail, and she is now 31 years old. So the prison that Latonia Bellamy is at right now, so there is a scandal going on, y'all. I say a scandal. So at that correctional facility for women, there is a transgender woman behind bars there right now too, and the transgender woman impregnated 2 fellow inmates, prompting officials to move her to a different facility.
I couldn't believe that when I heard it.
I think I did hear of that a few.
So the transgender's name is Demi Minor, 27, and she was moved from the correctional facility for women to the Garden State Youth Correctional Facility. And that's a prison for young adults in Burlington County, New Jersey. Demi Minor is serving a 30-year sentence for stabbing her former foster father to death and is in a vulnerable unit in the new facility where she is the only woman there. Demi Minor has now found love in the eyes of one of the women inmates she impregnated, named Latonia Bellamy. So
what?
Yeah. So this
wow, the irony behind that
is pregnant by this transgender woman who was jailed there. Yeah. So she's set to give birth in about 2 to 3 months. The other inmate that's carrying her child terminated the pregnancy. Latonia Bellamy is still pregnant and is going to carry this child to term. Everybody, well, not everybody, but there's people that are, concerned about Demi Minor's state and putting her in a male facility, because she might get raped or other things might happen to her. But Latonia Bellamy, she's also concerned about Minor's safety and well-being. And she's 7 months pregnant and has put in a request to marry Demi Minor while they're still in prison. And she said that her family will care for her child when the child comes. The crazy part is that we got that tip from a sipper as a post said, she's pregnant by a transgender person. And I just thought, man, if somebody's not putting some damn something.
Wow.
And I had to look it up and I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's right. She really is. So that's just an update from that. I don't know where
I had no idea those stories tied in together. Wow.
So you heard about the transgender woman impregnating the 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to bring it up on one of our episodes just as a little spill of wine or whatever, just to talk about it.
Yeah. Kind of wild. But I guess we'll see. I actually want to keep up with this and just to see where that transgender woman lands, if they'll put her back in a female facility or the male facility. I mean, that is a tough one. Like,
that is a tough one.
Yeah, especially with now you've impregnated 2 women here. So I mean, I could see if there was nothing going on and you were just a transgender woman and you just want to stay there, but you might have to go. So yeah, I'll keep up with that one. That will be another update for that once we get more information on that one. I want to round this out. And so on a lighter note, we're going to swing over to our Take Another Sip segment. So this is where we discuss something that really caught us off guard. It surprised us. Maybe it made us laugh or cry or, feel a certain way. But either way, it made us want to do what? Take another sip.
Gotta take that sip. I think my sip finna be like a gulp though.
Well, y'all can tell I have been sipping.
Sound like you might have something ready.
Y'all can tell I've been sipping throughout this, but we are sipping on wine, so I have been sipping. So I have a video that I've seen earlier today, and it sounded crazy the first time I listened to it, but then I thought she might have a point. So let me have you guys listen to this. It's a TikTok or a Reels. It's one of those.
A few months ago, I took my parents to court for having me without my permission, and I won. So the court ordered them to give me $5,000 a month to cover my basic living expenses. Well, they went and had that appealed. So now they don't have to give me any money, and I have to go get a job. And I'm realizing, I don't have any work experience or any higher education. Nowhere's paying me $5,000 a month. So how the hell am I supposed to be able to afford my bills? What? Don't have children if you don't want to support them.
Okay.
I am over here tickled.
I thought about it.
I had to hit my mute. I'm sorry, because I had to laugh.
I think she has a point.
She has a point.
I'm just saying, think about this.
Okay.
You have these kids, they don't ask to be here, and then they grow up, and then you be like, you got to figure out life on your own. You'd be like, well, wait a minute. I ain't asked to be here. Why I got to go out and get a job and do all this other stuff? You know what I'm saying? And, because, at first everybody's like, girl, you better go get a job. But then I thought about it, just like, you know what? I think she has a point.
I have a point.
What do you think about that?
But the question is the point valid?
And it's invalid.
I think she has a point.
Like a bad driver's license, invalid.
So what you think about that, Demetri?
I think she need to go get herself a job and quit trying to be needy and greedy. Like, how did you derive $5,000 as the amount you need a month to survive? What are you surviving off of? What are you doing?
I mean, rent. You got to eat.
She's not paying rent. What is she doing?
I don't know. She might be living someplace. I don't know. I don't know where they got that $5,000 figure.
And then her voice sounded like she was really about to bust into tears or something.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to survive?
I feel that though. Because think about it. Like,
so you gonna just mooch off your parents your whole life.
But I'm saying, did they ask to be here?
With your whole life.
You decide to have these kids. You said, I want a kid. And then you have one.
They did not just leave her hanging dry.
And then
didn't tell her, guide her, hey, when you
and then you don't support them. How's that?
Oh my gosh, Renee, no.
She made me think, and I was just like, man.
So are you feeling something from your childhood? Like, I should have just stayed home and let my mom take care of me?
Oh no, because she couldn't take care of me.
Okay, well, see what I'm saying.
Well, no, that's just me, and just because it's me. But I'm just saying, I didn't ask to be here, but now I have to go out and survive and find a job, and you know what I'm saying. But I didn't ask to be here. You wanted me to be here, but then now I'm here, and you just like figure it out,
and you're thrown to the wolves.
Yes. I'm, I don't see my point at all. No, I'm lonely.
I do see your point. However, it comes a time and a place for you to go on and get up out of mine
and become independent. Who doesn't want independency from?
But I get it though. Yeah. I don't believe in sending your kids out there with no tools. I don't believe in that whole you're 18, get out now.
Yeah.
Right.
I did feel that way. You know what? I did feel that way for a while. I did. For like a long time. I was just like, when my daughter gets 18, she got to go to school or, get out my house and figure out like, whatever.
Right.
I have a child who's 18. I'm just like, I don't want you to go out. I don't want you to leave. I don't mind if she wants to go out on her own. If that's her choice. But I'm definitely not going to be like, you got to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just silly. Like, you think that your kids have it all at age 18?
So is there an age limit to where you go, okay, you're 25 now, you need to, okay, you're 40 now, you need to go on out there and learn it on your own? Like, is there age?
I don't know. For me, I don't think there's an age, just because I'm just saying for me, because I know my child and she is hella independent and she probably wants to leave out right now and get her own place. So I'm saying like she wouldn't be sitting with me at 40 because she's gonna want to do her own thing, and she ain't with that. I might want her to. I wouldn't mind it at this point. I'm just like, But
I just want to know how that female derived $5,000 a month.
Yeah, that's an interesting figure, but maybe that was the lifestyle her parents was already supporting her with,
that. So maybe that was like buying clothes,
money.
Yeah, it might be rent.
Because I'm with Renee. I don't have an age limit for people to move out of my house, but I also know that, like, my one oldest left and didn't come back, and I'm not surprised, And then I know my other kid has plans to leave whenever they're planning on leaving. So I don't think anybody will be here till 40. But I told them when they were growing up, y'all can stay in the basement. But I was like, y'all can stay in the basement, and I was only kidding. But I honestly would rather them leave and be prepared to stay out once they go, instead of leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back. Because when I left my mom's house, I left and I never went back. So
right, me too.
Yeah, that's when. But I also left my mom's house when I was like 25, I think.
Oh, okay. I left a little bit earlier, but yeah.
And I was like, and she was mad that I was leaving. I had to like secretly kind of start looking for apartments to me though on my own. I couldn't tell her until I already signed the lease, and then I was like, all right, I'm moving out next week.
I left at 16. I was in the 10th grade. I thought I was grown, and then my dad said, bring that ass on home, so I had to come back.
Girl, what you trying to do at 16? You couldn't even...
I just didn't want to live by their rules. They was like, be off the phone, do this. I was like, I have a whole car. I'm out.
Yeah. I think females nowadays are more kind of like that, like more self-sufficient, and like boys, they can kind of chill.
I was just very independent. I always have been, always will be, but I don't know. I'm just trying to derive how she's figuring out that they owe her $5,000
because she got to live.
Like they're obligated. How about they just give you $500?
She ain't asked to be there.
Make up the difference of the
she did not ask to be there. They wanted her.
$4,500 that you need to come up with. Oh my gosh! And she made a TikTok about it. Don't worry, TikTok will pay her. She keep making
probably will. I didn't look at how many views it was, but
yeah, she'll get paid.
Mm-hmm.
But that's crazy that you're crying about your parents. I don't know. I'm different. I have a difference of opinion on that.
Yeah, that's cool. Because I thought that way too until I thought about it really hard, and I was just like, well, wait a minute. She has a point.
My daughter might like that video. Like, do you hear her? Do you hear what she said?
All right. Well, that's all I have, sippers. I'm sorry. I'm a little drunk, and I've been drinking. But again, we are sipping on wine.
Right.
But I have been indulging a little bit too much today. Let me take another sip.
Prior to our recording.
I was. But I mean, this is what we're supposed to do, right? Listen to true crime and sip wine.
And sip wine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So sometimes it's the twist tops that get you twisted. Versus the corks. Sometimes.
I'm telling y'all, them hidden gems is in them twist tops. I got the 18% downstairs. That's
right.
Call me basic if you want.
Exactly.
Right. and don't knock the carton, the wine carton. Oh my God.
I haven't done those before.
Now that's another hidden gem. You right about that.
Really?
Oh my goodness, yes.
I don't think I've ever bought. I think I might have drank some before. I remember seeing it somewhere, but I've never bought a box.
I haven't either, but I've had people bring them over, and you can get real messed up on them box wines before you know it.
Oh.
Next SMU Girls Night, I'll bring a box over there.
Yes. That'd be fun. Ooh.
You don't have I have a Total Wine that's out located near my job, but I don't know where one is on like the east side.
Girl, can't you get those at Walmart? No, I've seen them.
Well, they only got like one or two brands.
Yeah, it's Total Wine. It's like a whole variety of things. Yeah.
Oh, you mean like those box things that like this, like single serve? Or you mean like the
like
big
box, like, and you put your cup up to it, and it's a little spout.
Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so don't sleep on the twist tops or box wine. We're gonna get you.
Nope, don't sleep on it.
Well, thank you, sippers, for hanging with us for our season 3 month opener, and.
Right.
Yeah, and happy True Crime Tuesday if you're listening to this on the Tuesday.
Our favorite day of the week.
It is. All right, well, sippers, until next time, we're going to see you guys later. Bye.
Okay.
Bye, ladies.
Bye, ladies. Bye, sippers.
Bye.